If you're a YouTube creator, you need to stop what you're doing and listen to this. The old rules for getting monetized, they're gone. The game has completely changed, and what you think you know could be the very thing that gets your channel rejected. Let's break down what's really going on. So you did it. You hit the magic numbers, 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours. It feels incredible, right? Like you finally crossed the finish line and the money should just start rolling in. Yeah, about that. Hitting those numbers isn't the golden ticket it used to be. For so many creators right now, it's actually just the beginning of a super confusing process that more often than not ends in a big fat rejection. And this is the part you absolutely have to understand. Those numbers, they're just the criteria to apply. They get your foot in the door. That's it. They are not a guarantee of approval. The real test is the deep review, where a real person at YouTube looks at the quality and, more importantly, the originality of your content. And that brings us to the single biggest monetization myth out there, the one that's getting so many passionate creators rejected. So let's just bust this thing wide open. Get this, a staggering 90% of all monetization rejections today, they come down to one single issue. I'm not kidding, 90%. It's not a bunch of different little problems, it's one big one. And that issue is something YouTube calls reused content. This is the #1 channel killer right now, and you need to know exactly what it means if you want to stand a chance. So what is it really? Well, think of it this way. Reused content isn't about copyright. It's about what you bring to the table. Are you just taking something from somewhere else and putting it on your channel? Or are you truly transforming it? If you're not adding your own significant commentary, a totally new perspective, or some real educational value, YouTube just sees it as a low-effort copy and paste job. And here are the biggest offenders. You think you can just dump your Instagram reels onto Shorts and call it a day? Nope. YouTube calls that reuse content. Splicing together a bunch of movie clips with a cool song in the background? Reuse content. And this is a huge one. Posting gaming clips where you don't talk at all? You guessed it. Even grabbing clips from a cartoon without adding anything new is a massive red flag. To make this crystal clear, let's look at a real channel that got hit with this exact rejection. And this is where the disconnect happens. From the creator's point of view, they were adding value, right? They put on some new text, changed the music, but from the YouTube reviewer's perspective, they just saw the same gameplay clip over and over. No voice, no face, no new experience for the viewer. To them, it looked like something a bot could have made. Okay, so reuse content is the biggest trap out there, but trust me, it's not the only one. Let's run through a few other common mistakes that'll get your application denied in a heartbeat. First up, the obvious one, copyrighted content. Using scenes from a popular web series or a movie will get you demonetized, period. Then there's something called mixed content. Your channel has to have a clear theme. If you're posting vlogs, then poetry, then a dance video, YouTube's review team gets confused and they'll just reject you. And finally, there's what they call low-effort content. Videos that are just sliding text over stock images, or AI videos where there's clearly no human touch. And let's be really clear about AI, because everyone's asking. YouTube is not banning it. You can absolutely use AI tools, but here's the key. A human has to be in the driver's seat. Your effort, your creativity, your unique personality has to shine through. It can't just look like you pushed a button and walked away. Okay, enough about the problems. Let's talk about solutions. Here is a clear step-by-step checklist to give you the best possible shot at getting your channel approved on the very first try. All right, here's your game plan. 1, make sure you have at least 10 to 15 videos that are undeniably 100% yours. 2, have a super clear niche. A reviewer should know what your channel's about in 5 seconds. 3, 0 copyrighted material. Just don't risk it. 4, do a full audit of your channel and get rid of any potential reused content. 5, and this one is huge, use your voice or show your face. It's the ultimate proof that a real human is behind the channel. And finally, number 6, have a perfectly clean record. No community guideline strikes. Before we wrap up, there's one more brand new rule you absolutely have to know about. And honestly, this one raises the stakes for every single creator out there. It has to do with something called YouTube's circumvention policy. The platform has started enforcing it in a new, much stricter way. And essentially what it means is that YouTube now views all of your channels as one single person.
And it all comes down to this number, 1.
This is the domino effect. If just one of your channels gets demonetized for any of these violations, YouTube can and will demonetize every other channel linked to you. A mistake on a tiny side channel could literally wipe out your main channel and your entire YouTube income overnight. The stakes have never, ever been this high. So before you hit upload on that next video, you have to stop and ask yourself this one simple question. Am I just copying and pasting, or am I actually creating? Am I adding real, genuine value? Because on today's YouTube, the answer to that question, well, it determines everything.